Who benefits from the diplomatic and economic damage that South Africa is doing to itself right now with this anti-immigrant rhetoric? Who benefits from South Africa being completely
I am in Soweto in Johannesburg with some anti-migrant protesters. This is the final day before the unofficial June 30th deadline for undocumented migrants to leave South Africa, and they've been walking around these streets.
Scores of Soweto residents, including hotel dwellers,
South Africa.
You own whatever land you land on. The earth is just a dead thing you can claim. But I know every rock and tree and creature has a life, has a...
Getting more hot as I'm speaking to you right now. The streets of Johannesburg has been flooded and crowded with a lot of Malawis that are looking for an escape route back to their country. As they are there, the march-on-march protesters are already storming the streets protesting against the illegal immigrants in South Africa. Different counties in South Africa are experiencing this particular thing going on, and I'm going to be sharing with you live update of what is currently happening in South Africa. Please don't forget to share the video, like the video, and subscribe. You all know JACINTA and her crew said there will be no camera, but don't worry guys, I am here to dish out everything that is currently happening in South Africa. Just stay tuned to this channel.
I am in Soweto in Johannesburg with some anti-migrant protesters. This is the final day before the unofficial June 30th deadline for undocumented migrants to leave South Africa, and they've been walking around these streets, some of them singing songs celebrating Zulu pride and asking undocumented migrants to leave South Africa. They insist that they're not xenophobic, they're not Afrophobic. They want South African law to be respected, and they feel, some of them told me, that African migrants have taken over South Africa. They're criminals, that they are damaging their country, and it's time for them to go back and fix their own countries. The government says these people have a right to march and protest, but not to violence and intimidation. Many African migrants who are seeking to flee South Africa flee for violence, they flee for their lives, even though South Africa has assured them that they will be safe. Several African countries are repatriating their citizens, including Zimbabwe, Uganda, Ghana, Nigeria, and Mozambique.
Scores of Soweto residents, including hotel dwellers Izinduna and Amabuto, marched from Jabulani Amphitheatre to Pretoria Station, demanding undocumented immigrants to leave South Africa ahead of self-imposed June 30 deadline. Protesters, some carrying traditional weapons, citing rising unemployment, crime and economy hardship as key frustration. Police confirmed the march remained peaceful under close monitoring. The demonstration forms a part of wider nationwide attention, with authorities on high alert and immigrants fleeing amid fear of violence. The controversial deadline, driven by active groups, has intensified xenophobic sentiment, sparking humanitarian concerns, placed government under pressure to respond decisively.
South Africa. Liapupa ngempela liapupa. Liapupa Soweto, pupa ngempela Soweto. Hey, Bob, sekusikale.
We don't know when they're going to attack us again. They've been here twice. It is vulnerable workers. It is vulnerable immigrant women who are being terrorized. Often this kind of violence moves into the intimate sphere, and we realize that gender-based violence also increases. It is people who are now also creating bizarre assumptions about themselves becoming the state. So people just asking people randomly, hey, do you have your license or your ID or that kind of thing? This is scary.
I want to say whose IDs is this? Whose IDs is this?
We're recognizing the ways in which our South African state has been depleted and stolen from in the Mandlanga Commission. And then we want to turn around and say it's strangers that are doing this when we are watching every single day the ways in which state capture has happened, the ways in which we've sold out our country, the ways in which some of the worst corruption we've seen in the post-apartheid moment is being displayed to us live every single day. We're using the exact same logic that was used 33 years ago. Post-apartheid South Africa, for a lot of working class and poor people, does not look very different to apartheid South Africa. We should pay attention to those conversations and to the ways that the state is failing us in those ways, and not then use the logic of that oppression to then kill people. Women and queer people are often at the forefront of that devastation and of that systemic killing. And it's disingenuous to say that we have a gender-based violence crisis and then also use the language of oppression and violence as a legitimate tool to say some people belong and other people don't.
You think you own whatever land you land on. The earth is just a dead thing you can claim. But I know every rock and tree and creature has a life, has a spirit, has a name. You think the only people who are the people who look and think like you. But if you walk the footsteps of a stranger, you'll learn things you never knew.
Watch this video. Guys, this is the way South Africans are preparing tomorrow. South Africans are preparing this way tomorrow. 30th of June, tomorrow. My God, I beg. Oh. So if you're Nigerian, Ghanaian, Zimbabwe, Mozambicans, Malawi, in fact Kenyans, any part of Africa you are, and you are still in South Africa, please go and hide yourself. Jacinta said she signed a peace agreement that nobody's gonna loot, nobody's gonna honor life. But those people, they are see, look at what they are preparing with. If they catch you, just say bye-bye to planet Earth. Just say bye-bye to planet Earth, because yesterday there was a video circulating of a Nigerian man that was on a life in Johannesburg. Like they oh God, you literally need to see that video. It's on my Facebook page. Go and check it. UJTV backup. Go to my Facebook. You see that video there. These people are not joking, no. They are not joking, no. They are not joking. Okay. If you think